I can't believe I just realized the microphone was off that entire time. I've been on for so long. Jacob.
You weren't screaming loud enough.
I was screaming so loud.
Okay, I heard you.
Dude, I started the stream. I'm telling you about, I don't know, I'm rounding up here, about 10 minutes. I've been just talking into the microphone hoping you would respond. Tried calling you, and it went straight to voicemail.
My phone's dead.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been trying to get you back on here, didn't even realize my microphone was off the entire time.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
It is. Now, let's stop doing this. Like, immediately. Let's do this thing, please, finally.
I will post it.
Thank you. Jeez. What a nightmare of a situation.
Wish I knew what it would speak to.
What?
I don't know what it speaks to. Oh, you just have to repel it.
No.
Interesting.
Oh, that reminds me.
Alright, join.
You better freaking join. What?
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 Alright, so you posted it as a quest, right?
Click on the one all the way at the bottom that says Siege.
Yeah.
Not join quest.
Oh. Alright, well don't be a tit about it. Alright, so here's hold up. Here's this thing. Brand new Elder Dragon. We I don't know if I went over this in the last bit. But anyway, this is the new Elder Dragon of the new update, and we're here to do it. I think I already went over all the crap about this game in the past video, right?
Yeah, I hate this game too.
Yeah, man, it's just trash, dude. Oh my gosh, Monster Hunter on the App Store is so much better.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Freedom Unite.
No, not the actual Monster Hunter games.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm talking about, you know, how do I sound, by the way?
Stupid.
Well, I mean, oh, cutscene.
Why am I echoing?
Why are you echoing?
How
How do I sound?
Average.
How do I sound now?
Still average.
Alright, so...
That's a big gold thing.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you got new armor for this too, right? Armor and weapons?
Mm-hmm.
There he is. Okay. Oh my gosh. I am so unprepared for all of this.
Emotionally.
It's showing us that rock because it wants us to drop it on it, right?
Reminds me of that time.
Probably.
I've learned that about this
items.
game. There's a Faircaster. Wait. Yeah, easy Faircaster.
See you around, buddy.
Farcaster. Whatever. I don't care anymore. I just wanna... What happened? Did you just use a ration?
I used 2 rations on you.
Why would you do that? Oh, there's no way to do meals, are there? Oh, yeah, there is. It's a canteen.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Where do I go?
Yes.
Alright.
You can do this. Over here.
Just telling me to use wedge beetles. So is this a?
I almost
what
got
did
killed
you
by
just?
these things.
Are you for real?
You don't see my HP though.
Yeah. Wait. So I mean, with this being a somewhat new-ish area, are there new-ish things? Yeah, there are.
Like what?
Oh, I just caught a bug that I haven't seen before.
Oh, I found the ugly thing.
Unless I'm an idiot. Well, I mean, I guess I could be both an idiot and also... Uh-oh. Oh, wow.
It's looking at me.
Alright, well, let's do this. Oh my gosh. These are not bothering him at all.
Certainly not.
Alright, well, I'm assuming he's weak to, dragon, so... Let's get
He's
that over
not
with.
really seeming to be weak to dragon.
Well, I mean, you know, whatever. There is... footsteps. That's all that is. Alright, well... Alright, so... As far as what I can tell, this is probably one of the most unique monsters we fought. Looks like you can use your... Well, you pop up for 2 seconds and expect me to read that? Good move.
I know.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna stop bitching. Just do it.
Huh.
Yeah, have you,
Well, I found one of the secret areas.
well, have you gotten any material yet?
No.
I've got 2 material.
Well, I didn't realize you were a jerk.
Well, I mean, you've known me for a long time, Jacob. You should have known that.
That is very true.
Yeah, every time I get on here, I have a story to tell. And every time I get on here, I forget what the story is.
Sun gay, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I had like 3 of them. Oh! Oh. Alright, so... Yeah, honestly, this isn't just a story. You know, this first one or whatever. I'm doing them in chronological order. But, this isn't just a story that I think is interesting or anything like that. I honestly... I was so shocked at something that happened. And Jacob, when I told you this story, you didn't really seem to react to it all too much.
I'm good at that.
Well, yeah, but I really did witness a straight up assault with a deadly weapon in the parking lot of a McDonald's.
I thought you were joking.
Did you really though?
You usually joke.
I'm not. Well, I'm.
Everything.
Well, yeah, but I'm not.
Oh, he left the area.
Oh. Alright, but you really didn't think I was joking, did you?
I don't know.
I was actually kind of disappointed in your reaction. I didn't know how to take it. I thought maybe there was nothing you could think of saying.
I couldn't think of any jokes.
Well, I mean, it wasn't really a jokeable matter. I mean, I'm glad you didn't think of any jokes. I'm just saying, like,
Surely.
so, I mean, let me tell the whole story, and every bit of it is exactly how it happened. So, of course, yes. I found question mark footprints.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sure he's around here somewhere.
wasn't something mentioned in the update. But anyway, so what I'm doing is, we're leaving work. A buddy of mine and myself, and I go to drop him off at McDonald's. And what happens is I pull up into a parking spot so that we can wait for his other ride. I took him there because it was on the way to my house, and it was a little bit closer than where the person who was picking him up could come and pick him up at, or whatever. I was being kind, whatever. Past that part of the story, we're sitting there. He's on the phone, and we just start hearing yelling and whatever. But you never know with these strange types when they're being serious. So we honestly thought it was a joke at first, and we didn't know what to think about it. Whatever, we were just hanging out for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, dude takes off running across the street, pays no mind to the traffic whatsoever, runs across the street to the other side of one street. It was an intersection, and then keeps running in a circle while three other men chase him. One holding a big stick in his hand, and as the liberals would call it, an assault rifle. So
thank you for that.
You're welcome. so anyway, I can't.
We just lost half the subscribers.
We don't have subscribers.
That is true.
Shit,
Go
what
on.
happened? My microphone came unplugged. How do I sound?
Just as sexy as ever.
Thank you. Well, anyway, so this dude's chasing him around with a stick, and we're thinking, oh, they're just, he and I, we've been friends for a very long time. I'm talking literally our entire lives. So we're like, oh, they're just like us, just being stupid. Whatever. He's like, oh, chasing him with a stick. Oh, they're being funny, and we're laughing. And then the guy stops running, and bus pulls up, because that's what the guy was doing. He was waiting on a bus, and the other dude just literally starts whacking him in the head with the stick, to the point where we're a good ways away with the windows up, and you could hear the thwomps this guy was getting on the head. And it was incredibly good. What is this?
This must be rage.
Well, I think I just stopped them, unless I don't know where you are. Are you on top of them?
No. That's just your imagination.
What? I didn't even know you could mount him.
Neither did I until I got on him.
Alright, I'm about to win a YouTube award for most annoying voice ever.
You won that years ago.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, I mean, this guy's getting whacked in the head, and at this point, I'm wanting to do something, but
oh, look at all the material he left behind.
I know, I see it.
He
But
left,
circumstance
like,
left me immobile, and honestly,
Paralyzed.
I felt. Well, it was actually a big deal to me, because I thought about this the entire night of how much of a bystander I felt like, and that's not something I normally do. I don't usually just stand by and let things like that happen. I mean, this was a bit more serious than anything I had ever really witnessed that I could do something about. And yeah, I could have absolutely done something about it. Considering there was, two of us, me and my buddy and the guy who was getting attacked, and three of the assailants. However, I don't know, as an adult, especially now with a kid, I don't know how to react to a situation like that legally. I do not have a weapon. You know, I don't have a gun permit or whatever. Not yet. Oh, catch these.
Yeah, I caught a few. Ooh, this is a mine outcrop.
I think everything is gold here. Well, you know, I don't have a weapon or whatever, so this looks like the stuff we'll probably use in his armor. So I wasn't sure exactly about the legality of how I should act, and that bothers me. It bothers me that I couldn't help a guy who was literally getting assaulted because I was afraid of going to prison myself, you know, and that really bothered me the entire time, you know, for a little bit actually after it happened. And this didn't happen too long ago, but
it's like yesterday.
No, but that night I really truly was distraught on how I had reacted to that. And it got to the point to where I was about to get out of the car, and then I had realized something else that had kept me out of it. I'm not going to go into that because it's not anybody's business but my own.
And mine.
No. All right, well, yeah, Jacob's as well, but, you know, keep that hush. Regardless of any of that, I felt like a piece of crap, but luckily the bus driver that had stopped did notice, obviously, that something was going on that shouldn't be going on, considering that the guy who's chasing the three men that was chasing the victim ended up saying, you know, screaming, "Let me on the bus," and the bus driver wouldn't. He wouldn't let him on the bus. And you know, from his perspective, I get it, but also, I mean, you're just waiting for more trouble, because now the guy is so desperate, he stands in front of the bus, and, you know, he's not letting you go anywhere. You might as well just let him on, but, you know, that's not a very informed opinion from me. I'm just saying, like, honestly, I would have done everything the victim had done in this particular situation. He wasn't fast. I saw him running. He was trying to get away. He couldn't. So what did he do? He tries to find refuge in something. You know, and I would have done the same thing. So, I mean, honestly, what he does is he jumps in front and on top of the bike rack. In front of the bus, on top of the bike rack that is located in the front of the bus. Now, concentrate your attacks on the chest to soften upper gold plating. Okay, let's do it. So this is the actual fight, Jacob, I believe.
Oh, I'm not over there at all.
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
Well, anyway, so yeah, this dude is legitimately just trying to escape being attacked, and the bus driver won't let him on, so he climbs in front of the bus on top of the bike rack, in which now the bus cannot move. Legally, I mean, yeah, if the dude started driving off or whatever, I'm fairly sure he would have lost his job. So this guy is just stuck there, so he calls the police, of course, like he should have from the very beginning. And luckily, since we're on, you know, if you're familiar with Florida, 50th Street is not a very... What?
You didn't have much health at all left.
I wasn't healing?
You had, like, no HP.
Yeah, it was no problem. I can time travel.
Okay.
And that'll make sense when I edit the video.
Oh, it just fell asleep. That's incredibly convenient.
Do you have your greatsword?
Yeah.
Alright. Deal with it accordingly.
As you
Continue.
wish.
Okay. This is a new area. I'm not really familiar with how to get around it. But I'm getting back to the point. So after this guy is stuck on the front of this bus, he's calling the police. It's a shitty area in Florida or whatever. It is very I don't really want to use this term, but it's the only term I can really think of. It is a ghetto. What?
That is not a defeat. That's what's supposed to happen.
That's supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, I guess we did that. So anyway, it was a ghetto area of, you know, a particular city. It's like 10 minutes away from Tampa. You'll know what Tampa is if you're listening to this 10 years from now when we actually have 100 subscribers. So it's yeah, it's about 10 minutes away from Tampa. 50th Street. It turns into 56 by Temple Terrace, whatever. It was at the McDonald's there off of Broadway and 50th, and luckily there are always police in the area. So what happened is the police officer was obviously right there on 50th turning up, and he was turning in. The three guys that were beating on this guy, you know, they whacked him a good 3 or 4 times in the head with the stick, and once in the stomach, and then one of the other dudes came running up and got a good haymaker on his face and whatnot. This guy was eating these attacks. I'm telling you, just taking it like a champ. I don't know what he did to piss these guys off, but the way he reacted was hopefully the way I would react in a situation like that. Just eating these attacks and not worried, like just saying, listen, I ain't going to prison for knocking a dude out in the middle of the street. I'm just going to take this abuse and try to just keep myself alive. And it's ridiculous, you know, honestly. You'd think that you'd be able to fight back, but in today's world, things are so shaky, especially, you know, I'm going to go ahead and say this. They were all black. And, you know, and that might honestly, and let's face it, in today's world, if you're black and you get yourself caught up in any kind of violent activity, you're gonna be maybe in trouble. You know, praised. Well, I mean, in a lot of cases, you will be in trouble, even if you are the victim. If it's an all-black crime, you know, where every person involved is black, it's more likely the victim is going to be questioned more so than anyone else. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. So what's going on is what AJ, I said the name, might want to bleep that out. Well, we were worried. Harold. All right, so Harold and I were a little worried that this guy was going to get in trouble because the other guys, when they knew how to time things. They must be seasoned veterans of attacking people in the streets, because they disappeared at the moment they needed to disappear. I don't even think they saw the police. They just knew the time frame in which they needed to get out of there, and they got out of there in a purple PT Cruiser. So they all crammed in this little gay car, and they get out. And of course the police shows up right when it's just the victim. So hopefully, AJ and I were worried he was gonna get in trouble, but I don't think that was the case. What are we doing, Jacob? I'm following you.
Going west. We're doing the siege level 2.
All right, cool. So that was a very, very interesting situation for me. And in all seriousness, now that I'm not, I mean, I'm not very good at entertaining in the first place. So now that I'm not trying to entertain, I really do want to say it really did mess me up a little bit. That there was nothing I could do at all. And Jacob, I kind of want to get your thoughts on that. On what maybe do you think I reacted in the way I should have reacted by staying put? You should have run him over. And once I saw the police were being, remember that all of this happened within like not even a 5-minute time frame. So I know there's a lot of details, but it was very quick. And once I saw the police were being called, it was obvious that the police were being called, and there were other people involving themselves standing on the sidelines. On the phone, they were calling the police. So I want to know, was I right to let these guys just beat this guy over the head with a stick when I obviously had the physical capabilities of stopping them? And I'm not just saying that to be a badass, because I'm not a badass. I'm just saying, with who was in the car with me, myself, and the victim himself, we could have stopped these guys, and I know for sure we could have.
The victim was in your car?
Well, no. No. But I want to know if I reacted in the right way.
You should call your local law enforcement agency.
So,
Anyway,
Well, that was already being done, so I mean,
you should call them for questions.
well,
You should
I mean,
interrogate them.
honestly, I couldn't see the faces of the other boys. All I could tell is that they were African American, and that's a very wide description. You know, so it's kind of like
Certainly.
they were wearing hoodies and heavy clothing to where I could not tell their build either. I could tell two of the three of them were short, and then of course the victim was the largest one, which was what was strange to me. It really seemed like the victim himself could have defended himself better than he did.
It turns out the guy, the victim, was actually the one who caused the trouble.
Over here.
he killed a guy, and the other guys were just trying to stop
Yep.
him. Oh no! Well,
It was
well,
John.
go ahead.
Alibi.
It was John.
Three young heroes assaulted by new father under the guise of
They're black.
oh, I died.
Like I kind of just let that for you to deal with it.
Huh?
Oh, man, in here I thought I could do something cool. Now I gotta. Why do they have these? This is the second thing I've found here. Why would I not be able to crawl under this if it's there aesthetically?
What you talking about?
Don't worry about it. You'll see. I don't know why I'm so angry.
Oh.
Where is this guy? Oh, he's on the map.
Yeah, he is on the map now.
He's on the. Oh my gosh. Alright, so now that that's
Give me
out
that
of the way,
footprint.
I have a few other stories to tell. So of course, one of them is going to be very short. I have a baby monitor now for baby Kai, and it's awesome
Say that.
for keeping track of everything. But at the same time, it is just as creepy as they make it out to be in movies. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous, the sound, because you have to play white noise. That's the best noise to play for babies sleeping in their own room for the first time. He's a
Yeah, he's so racist. Has to be white noise.
he's a month old. So he's a month old, and so we're trying to get him caught up on a schedule. So he's in his room all alone right now, and I'm watching him on the monitor while playing this, which is why maybe I'm trying to juggle 3 or 4 things right now. You know, having a kid is not easy, so it's this sort of, whatever. So if I see him all over the place, I am. But whatever, we had to get this on. We had to get this streamed at least. But now the friggin' golden grim Lockies are attacking me. So yeah, I got this this monitor or whatever, and it's just honestly the creepiest thing I've ever owned. Especially due to nice job, Jacob. Especially due to the fact that I have to have the white noise. I did have a couple other stories, but the first one that comes to mind right now is our good buddy Joe. He's about, what is he, about 10 years older than me, about 14
30
years older than
me.
you? No, you're 20. So I
What's
think
your point?
15 years older than you. Okay, so yeah, he's about 35 years old, and he just now started, got himself a PSP. So pretty much, it was given to him, so he's not really much of a gamer. He is pretty much, if he played any games, I would suspect it would be, classic games like, old arcade fighters and shoot 'em ups and whatnot. So our buddy Joe, he goes and he gets a hold of this PSP, and he watches us sometimes. So he went and he searched up PSP games and came across a couple, bought them, whatever. It made sense for someone who's not generally a gamer. And he came across also Monster Hunter Freedom 2 and bought it. So Jacob and I are getting a lot of questions on how to do literally everything.
Yeah.
That's when you're supposed to join in and give your. It's hard doing all the talking. I don't want to hog the show, Jacob.
But you are a hog.
I mean, yeah.
I rest my case.
All right. Well, since I'm gonna be there's gonna be a big skip in between all of that, I'm gonna go ahead and start in a new location here where I'm gonna pick it up. Now that I understand how how I edit. Where are you go? I'm following you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Alright, so yeah, he picks up Monster Hunter Freedom Unite 2, which I think is the same game but with less options as Monster Hunter
Freedom Unite.
Freedom Unite. Alright, so I did word that wrong as I had suspected. Not Freedom Unite 2, but Monster Hunter Freedom 2 is the same as Freedom Unite. Correct?
Yes.
Alright, so that's what I meant. So he has Freedom 2 on the PSP, and he's unfortunately having a bit of an issue with figuring out how things work. And I know Monster Hunter is not a simple game. I mean, I know to a lot of us that played Dark Souls and a few other, crazy hard games, Monster Hunter is a cakewalk. But to someone who's not really familiar with video games and the way that they work, Monster Hunter is their Dark Souls. So it's kind of very hard to explain. Listen, you got this chest, you gotta go, blah blah blah. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm actually planning on going ahead and playing my Monster Hunter Unite, not streaming it, but putting up. Was I low on health? Alright, well anyway, I have plans to put up a few videos for Joe specifically of Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. I do have it on the iPad, the iOS store or whatever. It is the full game, whatever, it's fine, and the iPad has its own ability to record, the screen capture what it's doing, so that's an amazing feature, which I'll get into maybe some other time. But yeah, Joe, if you're watching this episode, man, I'm going to teach you how to play Monster Hunter. I do not care if you have the time to do so. I'm gonna get you to beat that game. Say something, Jacob. Jeez, man.
I'm trying to kill this thing.
I know, me too, but...
No, you're not. You're just dying.
I mean... I'm sorry, but I can't be one of those guys that's like, oh, I'm a streamer. Look at me, I'm gonna chat it up while I'm running around and blah, blah, blah. But when I get to the thick of it, I just gotta be quiet and boring. And you just watch the same thing that you would do. I want to be the type of show to where even if you've played the game before and you know exactly what's going to happen, it's still entertaining to watch the show. That's the kind of show I want. Yeah, I don't want to be a walkthrough. I don't want to be... Well, I mean, I do want to be a walkthrough for Joe on the other game. But I don't want to be a walkthrough for the games that we play,
Oh yeah, I feel you.
Man, I want to be a Let's Play. I want to be a streamer. So, I mean, not legitimately. I mean, if anybody asked me, to make my career into streaming, I totally would not.
What if it was for $1,000 a week?
I make $2,000 a week driving.
Well, you can make half that sitting at home playing video games. That's
a good point. Jacob,
I don't
that's
think
actually
you're
a
thinking of
really
the other
good point. I'm not thinking it through. We've had this conversation before.
Oh, there's like literally thousands of pieces of thingies.
I know, he really does. Oh, he's getting away. Get that tail, get that tail. We have a thing for the tails, as you can tell. Alright,
Tails are board.
you know what's funny though is that there are a lot of situations where, you know, I think about, you know, what's going on and what I want to do with the show and the kind of stories I want to tell on the show, and then all of a sudden when I get the chance and we start to play, I really do. It is not easy at all. I don't know if I've said this before, but I have Can you hear me properly?
Who are you?
Alright. Well, I've said it before, but I just have so much respect for any Let's Player, good or bad, because obviously you're better than I am, man. You know, it's hard. It's hard focusing on a game. I know this one isn't very stories driven, so there's not a whole lot to go off of for especially as long as the game it is. We've put in 200 hours into this game.
What? I'm at 123. What the heck are you talking about?
Shut up, I'm exaggerating. But we've put in a lot of time in this game, and what I'm officially going to show on the channel is going to be a lot less. It's going to be maybe this will probably be less than 20 episodes. And each episode lasts roughly, you know, 10 to 15 minutes. Some of them are going to be 20 to 30, and that's, you know, whatever. But still, it's going to be a short series because I'm cutting out a lot, and it's super hard. I need to do this. I need to do this immediately. Where are the cannonballs?
This is the fight. She's not coming back.
Is she not walking this way?
Probably not.
Oh, garbage. Alright,
Oh,
well anyway,
she's just roasting.
we squandered that opportunity, but what I was saying is it's not easy at all. You know, I'm trying to focus on the game, but also trying to focus on being entertaining, but I'm only mediocre at both. So both together, it just seems like I'm not really doing anything. I'm a veteran video gamer, and I feel like when I do the show, I'm just absolute garbage. Oh, and you know, it's worrisome because, you know, as I've stated before, I don't want a million fans. I just want to be. I want to be the
best.
I want. Nice. It was so accurate.
Keep yourself together.
Well, what I was saying is I don't want to be, you know, super famous or rich or whatever. I don't care for any of that. I just want to incite the same feelings that other Let's Players and streamers do for me. You know, and you know, you have Markiplier, you have PewDiePie used to do it, but he's more something else now. But you got Markiplier, you've got a lot of people that do more than just play video games and talk, or are your friends, and it's. But that was what appealed to me when Jacob, you came to me with, hey, we should stream or tube or whatever. You know, so that's really all I wanted to do. But I have a feeling there's a certain something that I am personally missing that it isn't going to be successful in this field.
Almost sexuality.
What'd you just say?
What?
Nothing.
Oh, he's gonna leave.
But you know, uh, I guess that's supposed to happen too.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like this is gonna be a longer episode than our Xenojiva.
Well, we keep doing better because we keep leveling up this stuff.
Level up your asshole.
You wish.
Alright, well, yeah, ooh, I was wrecked on that one.
A little bit.
I'm out of beer.
Excellent.
Not excellent. Now all I have is liquor.
Very not excellent.
Nope. Oh. And wine. Go ahead and do your thing.
Next time on Junk Replays. What?
What? No, I'm not drunk. I'm just emotional.
Well, after the whole liquor bottle, you might be.
I don't have a liquor bottle. It's mixed drinks.
So it's interracial.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it.
But you know, not. I don't know. All I really, when we first started all this, I was really planning to just kind of tell the stories as they happened, to kind of document my life, not only for, you know. Well, I mean, I claim, oh, it's for my son or whatever, but truthfully, you know, 20 years from now, if YouTube is still a thing, and if all of this is still up on it, I would really like to go back and watch where my life was. And right now, you know, of course, my life is good, but it's in a rough spot, you know, with transitions, and you know, I just had a baby. You know, well, I mean, I'm 25, I'm married, I just had a baby, but I bring in, you know, with my main job, even though the benefits are incredible, which, you know, basically makes up for about over $1,000 worth of benefits a month, which is great, but I only bring in, you know, about around $250 free dollars a week right now. You know, and I'm not afraid to admit that. You know, that doesn't make me less of a man. I am. Well, it doesn't make me less of a man. You know, I make very little money, so I'm in a rough spot right now. But you know, there are things coming up very soon that's quite scary for me, and you know, really, I want to document that. I want to remember how I felt when I'm living in the house that I want, you know, with my family, and they have the life I always wanted to give them, you know.
None.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just the way I've been feeling lately, which is, you know, a big reason why, you know, because we could go and we could do all the augmented if I wanted, but the real reason why I really wanted to take a break from all of this is because, you know, I have been feeling kind of strange lately about everything, and I feel like I don't real talk enough on here because it's embarrassing, you know.
Is it?
Well, it all depends on what you'd like to admit. You know, I could real talk and say, oh, you know, I've been feeling kind of bad lately. You know, I got a broken ankle and blah blah blah. But that's not the case, dude. You know, it's kind of hard when you talk about your personal feelings and the way your life is going. There's so many people that can just say, suck it up and do this and do that, but it doesn't work. And just die. You know, there's people like that too, though. You know. Like, there's people who would just say, yeah, just die already, you know, you're useless, whatever. You know, you've got people that were born with a silver spoon in their mouth and successful by the age of 18 because of what their parents did. You know, and I know people like that, and it's
AJ.
nuts. Well, no.
I hate him.
Like, I'm showing him that bit of the video. In fact, it's going to be highlighted and subtitled.
Yay.
But I didn't get a meal. I'll be back.
What did you go for?
What do you mean, man? He chops me up in 2 shots.
Dodge.
Yeah. Well, Oh my god. I'm really gassy. Alright, a lot of beer. Okay.
Certainly.
I have cut
You left
down,
the area.
right? We'll talk about that some other time. But,
Will we?
yeah, I mean, you and I will.
You don't want me to roast you in front of all the fans, do you?
Do it, I dare you.
Your mom gay.
How'd you know?
I met them.
What am I doing? I'm loading up a cannon this thing will probably never pass in front of. Hey, there you are.
Sorry. Good.
Well, no, but I do know people like that who've, you know, you have the people that were born with everything and their parents were very successful, so now in turn they are very successful, and you know they never had to lift a 120-pound box for $12 an hour in their life. You know what I mean? But but then you got other people who have worked hard in their lives that also made crap, but then, you know, but they made a lot of decisions to where they were in prison for 5 years or whatever, for doing something stupid because they weren't patient enough to do the work and get their time done. You know, I still need to get that meal. But they weren't patient enough to do the things the way they were supposed to, so they did that, but now, you know, at 40 years old plus or whatever, they're all of a sudden very successful, and then they have the right to judge you? It's like, at my age, you were in prison, dude. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not, you know, of course I'm not going to go into detail of who exactly I'm talking about. I'm just giving examples of people I know and the people I have to deal with on a daily basis, you know? And, you know, and then you got people that just... Well, I mean, you know, some things are a little too personal to go into extreme detail about, but you know, when I do this show, I really want to make it seem like I'm just talking to you, dude. You know, I'm tired of having to watch what I say or whatever. You know, the show is supposed to be who I am, and at the time I am that person. You know, if I want it to be that, I gotta real talk a little more.
I hate you.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, you know?
Real talk.
Real. Well, I know this episode might be very uncomfortable for you, for anyone, really. But,
Anything.
nah. But, I mean, you know, it just sucks, dude. And you got so many people that have so many opinions, and, they have no idea what it is that's going on. You know, I'm sitting here, I'm beating up a friggin' monster at, you know, 2:30 in the morning, knowing that I'm only going to get about 4 hours sleep because I have a newborn baby and I also have to get up and work, you know, and then after that I have to go and I have to work again doing an incredibly physical job that just batters my body until I feel like I can't go anymore. Yeah, so it's hard.
Way.
In a good way. Oh my gosh. Let's kill this thing. What was my point?
I don't know.
I don't even know. I'm just rambling.
Real talk.
Well, I mean, as far as we're real talk, or I mean, as long as we're real talking, you know, it's a little hard because you go and you start talking, and all you want to do is just speak your mind. But sometimes what's on your mind might seem a little ridiculous, or you know, and then you start second guessing yourself on whether or not you should edit it all out. And you know, that's been a big problem for me lately. Is every time I want to speak my mind, I'm like, oh yes, in the moment, it feels great to get it all off your chest and to let people know exactly what you're thinking and how you're feeling, and then all of a sudden, how do you keep doing that?
What do you mean?
I've been trying to get on this thing's back, you know, and it's just not responding.
I just try harder.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, and then you do all those things, and all of a sudden you start second guessing yourself, and it's really bothersome to me. because it's not good content, you know? Like sometimes what I really want to do is I want to capture the moment of just me and you and just things we talk about, you know, but at the same time I don't really want anyone else to hear it. But then again, I do. You know?
You're weird.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Now, whatever. Let's just kill this thing.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw
I
it.
broke its chest.
Oh wait, hold up. While it's gold like that, is it weaker in certain areas?
It's weaker all throughout.
I see. That makes sense.
Because it's molten, you know. It's not
We
solidified.
have a lot of material laying around here.
Certainly.
I really want to do the raid or whatever you were calling it.
The siege.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works though.
Here we
so
go.
I can't say anything.
All right, I'm back. I'm back the way I'm supposed to.
Ooh, right, gold tail. Are you telling me that we have to break both sides?
I guess so.
Because I'll do it. Nothing will stop me. Not even John.
Oh, don't say that.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was too far.
Yeah, it was. You should know better. Alright, you were endangering me and my family by saying that.
I'm so sorry.
Because now I am
Oh.
involved in it. Oh, well, you were right.
Right hind leg gold plating. We're actually starting to make progress.
Yeah, that's because I'm not trying to focus on some stupid ass story about my life.
Yeah.
It bothers me so much that I can't do that in an interesting and charming way.
Your life just isn't interesting or charming. I'm just kidding.
The way I'm gonna edit that one. It's gonna come like immediately after saying real talk. It's gonna make you look like the biggest douchebag.
That's alright. I'll live.
You'll live. That's the thing, man. You know how to live. Like, you don't worry
I
about.
don't want to die.
I don't. Well, I mean, you know, you don't worry about those kind of things. You don't worry about time and how it affects
Space.
You know. Well, no, it's just like, God, I got such a problem with just wanting to leave behind everything and let people who just honestly don't care know about who I am. You know. It just sucks.
You and your honor.
Yeah, honor.
All right.
Here it is.
Proceed with caution.
Ugh. Time to use that max potion.
Yeah, sure. This thing wishes it could. Wow.
Yeah, it does a lot of damage, I found.
Uh-huh. Seems slow, though.
It's slow, but
no,
it'll land that hit. And
No.
it'll hurt. Like that.
I saw that coming, and I did nothing to stop it.
There's something that could have been done.
Is this gonna be another time where it runs away when I'm not around?
More than likely. Well, maybe not when you're not around.
Hmm. This video is gonna require so much editing.
I tried to roll out of the way.
Yes.
There is no rolling out of the way of this thing.
No, he's huge.
You block or you die.
Whatever. I'll kill you. Kill you, your family, everyone.
You will never hurt Harold.
I feel violent.
I'll punch anything.
Keep yourself together.
I feel violent. Because I care.
About Harold.
I hate because I love.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. This thing's nuts.
It has nuts.
I don't think it does. I mean, they said it was a girl.
You just don't understand what it's been through.
Yeah. Who am I to judge who it identifies as?
Certainly.
But just like most things that identify with something it's not, this thing is a monster and we need to kill it.
That was the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
You like that one? I pulled it back. Oh, and I dodged the tail. I pulled it back, bro. I'm back. Alright, there we go. That's all you need. Who cares about real talk? It's all about the humor.
Yeah, boy.
That was funny.
Oof. 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 Oof.
Oh no. Is that all I had? Oh, here we go. Yes!
What?
Nothing that was technically good, but it looked good.
Ooh.
Right chest
Right
plate.
chest.
Here we go. 13. I have a feeling I might be using the wrong weapon here. I wasn't really giving it much thought, but... Oh, I forgot. I don't
Press
think it'll
release
do anything,
seems like
but...
you like.
Oh! No.
No,
Oh,
it didn't.
yeah. No, it didn't. It didn't. I thought it did, though. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
Hey. How you doing, buddy? Why don't you,
That's gonna get wasted so hard.
why don't you touch my barrel? Here we go! I don't know. I couldn't determine what the numbers said.
It said 115.
What was that? You just cracked out real bad.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh,
Hey, look at that. I can't
that's unusual.
move. Is it? Is it unusual? Alright, here we go. Come on. Bring that chest right. Nope. Oh, good thing I missed. Oh!
Oh, there she goes.
Really? The last hit was a barrel bomb.
That's the cool thing, though, is that we're taking off more and more parts in every battle.
Yeah, whatever. This is the longest stream we've ever done. Let me see this.
How long are you still streaming it then?
What? Well, because we got to get until we beat it.
Oh, reward level 3. How did I increase the reward level?
I don't know.
That's cool. Maybe it's because we broke the pieces.
Ouch. There we go.
It said the monster is now much easier to beat because it's level 3. Pursuit level.
Level 3 pursuit level. Just because we fought it a few times?
No, the reward level because we broke all those parts.
Ah, well, I mean, that makes sense.
Cool beans. Let's tear it a new one.
What about research levels?
Those are important too.
Well, I mean,
To nobody.
I would just really like to know what its weakness is. I'm only doing like 15, maybe 20 something at most.
Oh. Looks like we can if I go talk to the people.
You squeeze in.
I'll also do that.
Yes, I will. Do what?
I'll go find out real quick.
Well, hurry up. Where are you going?
Why don't you post it?
Well, I mean, I'll post it, but I'm trying to
Oh, hello.
figure some things out, man.
I told you I'm gonna go talk to the research people so I can see what to speak to.
Yeah, well, I told you. You're gay.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you're right. Now what?
This whole channel is basically just me descending into madness.
Yeah. It's the evidence.
Yeah. The evidence. Are you the one going to incarcerate me?
Yeah. Probably.
Ah, there we go.
Okay.
I deserve this.
Let's see what she's weak to. Weak to dragon 3-star throughout.
Well, I mean, oh god, that's what I'm using.
And, yeah. It's all about the gold covering.
So pretty much, the damage I'm doing is not terrible. It's just that the armor or whatever. The whole point of the first. Ooh, dropped it right on my dick. Oh,
What?
hole.
Never mind.
There's a lot more alcohol in this than I thought there would be.
You're eating something that has alcohols on it.
No, it's one of those frozen cocktails. This is Bahama Mama. It's really good, but shoot, I thought it was gonna be weak. It's only it is weak. It's only 10 proof.
Let's not go overboard now.
It's only 5%.
Okay, that's not gonna kill you.
Whatever. You're making this episode last longer than it needs to.
Invite me to the quest or die.
Whew, that was scary. Do you think this thing would be weaker to hammer than the longsword?
No. I don't know.
Oh,
You're right.
that reminds me.
End of story.
Ah. Good point, I guess.
This pirate has more alcohol than I thought.
This is really good. I don't know if this is supposed to be consumed by one person.
It's an entire gallon of whiskey.
Really good. Made with wine. Alright, well that's good. Wine is
As
good
opposed
for
to artificial. Wine.
No, I don't want to watch the cutscene again.
There it is.
There we go.
At last.
Oh, it skipped.
Reminds me of that time.
Yeah, I skipped it.
Now get out there.
Oh, you were given the option to skip it?
Hmm? Yeah, I hit options.
Hacker.
Get a meal. I'm using a voucher.
No.
I'm using a voucher.
Don't use the voucher.
I already did. You better do it.
Dang it! Now I have to go all the way back up there. We're extremely limited on time.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are. You don't remember how quickly it leaves?
Did you really just... Oh! Oh! Oh, okay, so it doesn't leave when we do a certain amount of damage. It leaves...
Over here.
Because of the level that we're at.
Okay, alright, I get it. So we gotta break its armor while it's like this.
Yeah, like every time we fight it, it gets easier to break parts and it lasts a little bit longer.
Okay,
That's
I
why
get it.
I've been saying hurry. Because we gotta keep breaking it.
Alright, so this is why this thing is generally used for 16 people at a time.
Well, I still don't know how to get that to happen.
Ah, me neither.
Where's the slinger ammo? I want to break those boulders.
Uh-oh.
I don't got any. Nope, no cigar.
Crystal burst.
Crystal burst will work. I'd rather have stone.
It's just a little behind where we are.
Oh, he's running away.
Oh, whatever. This way. Oh. Oh. So yeah, so do you think it was a bad idea to introduce Joe to Monster Hunter like that?
I think he wants to fit in. And he will.
I personally think maybe he misunderstood how the game was and should maybe know. I want him to love it, I do, but maybe he should know that it's not necessarily a game meant for all gamers, you know?
Oh, I feel ya. You oldie.
Well, I mean, no, but like you understand exactly what I'm saying, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily a game that you just play, like pick up and play.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why this game, alright, so this game in particular has been the... What? Yeah, well anyway, this game in particular has been the only truly accessible one, right? Like the one that mostly everyone can get into and do.
Certainly.
Yeah, and even then, it still has its moments where it is very Monster Hunter-like. And it doesn't appeal to casual gamers.
Oh, I feel ya.
I just feel like we're setting up Joe for failure, and that's something he really doesn't need in his life.
He's gonna die. All thanks to this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
This is happening.
This is happening. I'm trying here. Alright. Come on. Nice job. I caught that one. It was beautiful. There it is.
Oh, part's broken.
Yep.
Where?
I broke him over here on his right side.
Are you doing any more damage?
What?
'Cause I'm not.
I'm not either, but still. should be fine. The fact that we're doing anything at all is progress.
Certainly. No, I seem to knock him over again.
That would be nice. Getting that chest is where we really need to go. Oop, there's the tail. Oh, how do you keep doing that, man?
Consistently landing on top of him?
Yeah, whatever. There it is.
Oh, sweet eat.
Yeah.
And now we break every part of his body.
That's beautiful. We need to do what we can while he's like this. Wow. Nice.
I'm going for that tail.
I'm just going for whatever. Whatever
His
I can
tail
do.
is separable.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you find that out?
Through the research. No, I'm gonna miss with the last
Left
tail.
hind leg gold-plated broken.
Heal.
Oops. Doing that that old Jagras walk.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get the material while we can, I suppose. It must take a lot of material to make the armor out of this one.
Perhaps.
I don't know, it just makes sense because I mean they give it around or they give it out all willy-nilly and whatnot, you know?
A little bit.
All right.
Yeah. This is mollifying. This is your chance. I believe you. No. Ooh. Ah, I thought I was gonna get away with it. She's gonna kill me. Nah, there it is. I knew it as soon as it started to happen, man. That was a situation I don't think I could have got out of it.
That was happening.
It's all good. Oh, gosh. No, there's no time. Not for this one. We're not gonna beat her.
Broke her horn.
That's beautiful.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's cuttable.
Oh, oh,
Oh, you
this
can
is
carve it twice.
rad.
You can carve this horn piece I got 3 times.
Really?
Yep.
Keep yourself together.
That's one of the last warnings he gives, I mean.
Come on. Nope. Alright, come on. Let me just do it.
Ooh, that hurt my body.
Alright, so where's the horn at?
Right over there where you're standing.
Really? I just see Taroth's gold. Uh-oh. Can you please? Thank you for the healer, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
That is really interesting. So this... Oh, wow. Oh,
Oh my.
That happened.
She spawned a constant ray of fire.
Mm-hmm.
Very unusual.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I can dig it.
Mm-hmm.
Reward level is up to level 4. Nope, it's up to level 5.
Mm-mm.
That's weird.
Whatever. Let's continue this grueling adventure. Got a nursing pillow between my taint and belly button.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, hello.
Did you post it?
I haven't posted it yet.
Oh. Alright. Hurry up.
It is ready for the body.
Oh, are you? You're using a Nergigante weapon, huh?
I've been using that weapon.
Yeah, I know, I didn't check.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, God. I guarantee the 2 drinks that we are drinking have incredible quality differences.
Yeah, mine has quality and yours doesn't. Quality
Duh.
differences.
That's exactly what I meant.
Yeah, I know.
What are you drinking?
There it is.
I don't know.
At last.
Man, why you gotta lie to me?
Now get out there.
I honestly don't know. It's Powerade.
See you around, buddy.
Oh, you just had to repay the favor, huh? You couldn't let me do something for you?
Of course not, you piece of crap.
See, now it's moments like that. Those are the moments that make Let's Play channels.
Cry.
Nobody likes people that actually like their partners.
Yeah, liking feels overrated.
Yeah.
I love you.
Oh? Let's do it. Oop. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. I thought I was gonna be at the tail swing.
Might as well have been. We're dead either way.
This thing has the a tail that is so easily attacked. I have a feeling that actually, ooh, that must have been good damage.
I was like 87. Don't talk to me.
I messed mine up. I thought I was gonna land up on the cliff. Ooh, ooh. Game was freaking out there for a second. I thought I was gonna land up on the cliffside. Didn't happen.
John never happens.
Mm-hmm. He always happens. What are you talking about? Uh-oh. That was
Moving on.
bad. Right? Did you have just as bad a time as I did on that one?
Trying to hit him?
Yeah.
It's always an awful time trying to hit him. He's ugly.
Oh. No, I don't.
I'm sorry.
Don't want this. I wonder if those are the only 2 creatures you can get in this, or if we actually really sat down and looked around, it would be different.
I didn't seem to have seen anything else.
Yeah, I didn't think I did either, but There it is. Come on. Where do you gotta land on this thing?
I usually land on the spiky outcrop on his back.
Okay, well that makes sense. It's just kind of disappointing when I'm getting attacks that I think, oh, this is gonna do it. This is gonna work, and all of a sudden it doesn't. Oh yeah, wasn't the other story I wanted to tell is that we were getting into both RuneScape and World of Warcraft?
Don't say the second part, that's embarrassing.
Well, anyway, beside the fact that you're a RuneScape purist, and I am in
White power. Who said that? Anyway.
Oh, well, anyway, yeah, we both are. It's nothing we're ever gonna play on the show, but we're doing it for fun or whatever. And I've really been enjoying it a lot. So yeah, for all of you out there, you know, there is a free-to-play. Tell me you didn't just land on them. No, you didn't. But there's free-to-play to both. Both to specific levels, because you know it is it's an RPG. So pretty much, you know, with World of Warcraft, you can make it up to level 20 on any of the characters of any of the DLCs. You know, you got the panda guy, you got the
Herald.
goblin, you got Herald is OP. Nobody uses Herald. Alright, but anyway, you can play as him. You can play as Herald if you wanted to, even with the free account. And that's what's really sweet to me, is that you can play as any of them up to level 20. And, of course, you know, once I get to the capped character, you know, maxed out. Once I get to that point, I'm going to probably buy it. But, yeah, World of Warcraft, I've been playing for a long time on and off, you know. A good 3 or 4 times I got sucked up into that one. Jacob, on the other hand, thinks World of Warcraft is for you know, just the worst kind of people, yeah.
It's a liberal only game.
I didn't mean to throw you under the bus on that one. I'm just saying, I do not get for your distaste for World of Warcraft, if it's even real.
No, I just like to make fun of it.
I know.
Because I can.
It's easy to make fun of, trust me. There are some friggin' characters, man, and the people that like that game are... Yeah, I'm taking a sip of something, so if I'm just swinging wildly at nothing, I'm sorry.
You are.
Oh.
Stop embarrassing yourself.
Oh. Who hit me?
He's getting knocked over right now.
Nope. Ah, dang it. Alright, here we go. Come on, do it. Yes. Yes, come on. I'm so sick of fighting this thing already. As interesting as it is, I am sick of it.
I'm not sick of it yet. I like it. He's beating something up. Oh man, final stage.
I know. It's just, oh my gosh, this is gonna be a nightmare. An absolute nightmare to edit this. I guarantee it. how about you tell a story, Jacob?
The end. I love that story.
It's the most interesting one that's been told on this show. Where are we going?
Yeah. Wherever the monster is.
Whoops.
Am I somehow going the wrong way? Probably. Alright, don't yell at me. Of course, come on. Come on, stop it. Stop it. I know. This time it's my turn.
All right.
Yes. Wow. Can you bring him over here? Yep. Her. I don't know why I just set mine too, but I did.
Where at? Oh, you also put it right here?
Yeah,
Double healing.
I know it was stupid. I was just trying to think about something else.
You tried to think. All the was very successful.
Don't worry about that. Don't
Whoa.
worry about that. Don't worry about that. We're good.
Oh, the healing keeps us alive.
Yes, I told you we were good.
Barely kept me alive.
That double healing power.
Keep yourself together.
Come on. I ain't worried about that. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Where? What does it look like when it's running away?
You'll just get the guy sending something, and then it'll be gone.
I don't like that. Oh.
What was that shortcut you had before?
I had a shortcut?
You got all the way here really easily last time.
I'm just a G,
Oh, this
bro.
must be
I
it.
don't remember. Oh, the slidey slides.
That's awfully convenient.
It is, I love it. It looks cool too. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if I want to mess around with that one. Uh-oh. We'll leave the locale soon. Move. Move.
You ran right up into that one.
Proceed with caution.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Oh, the armor's back.
Rip.
Oop. Ah. Dang it, come on. Wow. You changed it again.
Don't die.
Yep.
The rewards.
What rewards?
You have level 5 rewards. And we lost both of these times, so we didn't get them.
Well, I gotta tell you, it's entirely your fault.
Yeah. Can confirm.
Mm-hmm. Is this gonna be the longest stream of all time?
No. You wanna know why?
Tell me you're not getting off.
Why? What'd you say?
Are you getting off
Yes.
right now?
Yes.
Oh, it is 3:20.
I'm a tired boy.
Yeah, it's understandable, I guess. I didn't know it was that late.
I need the comfort of John.
You'll get it. Well, guys,
Alright.
this guy's
Oh, yeah, I
ridiculous. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know it's annoying. This guy's honestly just ridiculous. Jacob, thoughts? Good. Alright, so anyway, next time. A little too late, buddy. No.
Thought you were I didn't know what kind of thoughts you were talking about.
You always ruin my intros and outros.
You're a thought. Yeah.